Pilipinas. This was the time when the I Love You virus was an issue back then, di ba, Janet? And of course, si Attorney J.J. Vicini, ang lawyer perpetrator na yun. Because there was no law against that. Nung wala pa tayong cybercrime law noon. So, and the government was trying to come up with a case, pero wala silang magbigay ng case dun sa tao. And of course, dumating nga yung data privacy law in the mid-2000. Actually, it was pushed in the mid-2000. But as far as I remember, the data privacy law, its main objective was not actually to protect us. It was to protect the BPO industry. To protect the people in the US, in Europe, of their privacy. To make sure, correct me if I'm wrong, to make sure na yung data nila hindi mapagpapasapagahan dito sa Pilipinas ng mga call center o BPO agents. So yun yung isang malaking concern nila. Of course, kasama na rin yung hacking. Anyway, yun na nga, marami na pag-usapan tungkol doon. And of course, I also have a radio show, pa-plug ko na, every Saturday sa Radyo 5, 8 p.m., next Sabado. Of course, si Janet, ang una na naman guest doon, nung nag-debut kami, nag-premiere kami last year. Anyway, i-continue natin muna ito.
Okay, sige. If you have a question, please approach the microphone so you can ask your question. And while waiting for you to ask your question, I would like to ask Jeff, of course, being part of Pinoy Fitness, as we know in the fitness industry, there are a lot of running events, there are a lot of fitness events, and usually to participate in these events, a lot of information is being asked. So I'm curious, like in your case, since in the process you share information and you take information, what steps do you take to make sure that this information is protected?
In this scenario, currently what happens is we actually partner with a registration system wherein they actually have a good security protocols within the registration process systems. So mangyayari dito is they actually provide a lot of information and we have to make sure that the system cannot be hacked. So that's one of the things that we make sure. And then of course for us, yung data naman namin, what happens is we just make sure we put it in a secure database namin. So either we pay, it's a third-party system that has security protocols there just to make sure nobody will actually also get authorized access to all of the system.
Attorney John, kasi pag ganito sa mga ganitong klaseng information, usually part of the deal is collection, part of the deal for registering. Sometimes they send messages to these people. Up to what point sila pwede magpadala ng padala at mag-share ng information sa iba? And let's say, if an individual registered for a running event, tapos all of a sudden, nakakatanggap na siya ng kung ano information sa mga iba't ibang kumpanya. Parang violation na ba yun ng data privacy niya? What's your take?
Ano naman? Hindi ko na sinama yung requirements for legitimate processing of personal information, sensitive personal information that takes about age. Pero sa general rule, ang isang misconception na gusto namin clarify is that the law that is not there to prevent us from processing or to hinder processing of personal information. It's just to make sure na it's secure. So in this particular example, if you register in a running event na I have done at least once din naman, the best practice there is pag nagkaroon ka ng sign-up form, meron ka na doon dapat it should function at the same time as a consent form. Na I don't think it's unique for running events. For other instances din saan mag-a-avail ka ng isang service and that particular company na nag-offer ng service wants you to receive marketing materials and so on. Usually, meron lang yung tick box na I also want to receive ganyan, etc. So, for as long as merong ganon, kasi general rule is the subject consent for you to process his or her personal information, then all is well and good at walang violation ng natin. So, ganun din ang mangyayari sa sitwasyon ng running.
Jane, in your observation of different technology trends, mga gadgets, platforms, among others, a lot of information right now is being processed as soon as you use these platforms. In your case, in your observation, do you see this moving towards a positive direction, or do you think is it something na users should also arm themselves? Because I notice now, meron mga apps like Truco, among others, na parang na-alert ka to guard your information. And of course, like say, as publications where you are approached by sponsors, but sometimes they want to ask for information of your followers. How do you manage that?
Actually, ito yung dangerous ngayon ng what is happening sa internet. So, sobrang daming applications or apps na mobile phones, hindi mo na ma-distinguish minsan yung language nila on how they will process your information. For example, sabihin na natin Facebook or Twitter, pag you agree with their terms and conditions, di ba hindi nyo na pinapasa yung terms and conditions, you just check agree, kasi you just wanna go in there. But beneath that, may mga terms yan na they can use information to sell to advertisers. So hindi lang ngayon na wala na control sa data. Actually kami sa interaction, we don't actually, kasi data, parang nasasabi, today, data is the currency of this generation. Sa interaction, we don't even buy the data because we already know the data. Because we are also in Facebook. Alam na namin kung kanina namin ibenta yung balita namin. Alam na namin kung kanina namin push yung news namin. Because Facebook already gave us the data. Sila na yung metrics namin. So, halos hindi lang kami gumagastos. Even pag di ba, sinasabi natin, libre ang Gmail, libre ang Facebook. Bakit libre ito? Is Gmail o Facebook ang product dito? Hindi, tayo yung produkto. Diba? Tayo yung product, tayo yung binibenta ng companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google, tayo yung produkto na binibenta nila sa advertisers. So, sa totoo lang, ang data, hindi na kailangan mong hanapin. It's there online. It's already in the internet. You can use apps that would actually search for data. Kahit na sinasabi nyo private yung data nyo, makikita pa rin natin. Like for example, sa interaction, if meron kami application na ginagamit, that we can actually find this place on map, and we can actually see what you're tweeting, what you're posting on Facebook. May accuracy at malalaman namin kung ano ang sentiments. So may metrics namin kung anong sentiments nyo right now at this very moment. So, ganun kasi yung ganito tutusin ang exposing too much data online. Kaya nga kami na routine na tapos na IRR ng Data Privacy Commission. Kasi when a couple of weeks ago, guest namin si Deputy Commissioner Ivy Patu, and she said a lot about data privacy in Philippines and what's wrong with it.
Okay. Yesterday, I was attending an health information management services conference, and I was moderating a panel na parang pwede mong monitor, pwede ka na mag-book ng appointment mo sa doktor, pwede mo na i-monitor yung HMO mo, among others, And of course, it requires a lot of trust for people to share their information. So I'm wondering, Jeff, as an individual, how do you deal with people who ask for information about yourself or about your followers? Kasi di ba, merong certain extent as to what extent are you willing to give your information, and up to what extent do you hold yourself back in giving information, or does it matter at all to you at this point?
For personal information, so I guess in terms of personal, since I have an IT background din, so lately, I started actually holding back on the things that I actually post social media. Especially like location, where am I? Even if I'm a blogger, so marami din nagko-follow. In that perspective, even as a blogger, marami din nagko-follow what I do, where I am. So I'm very, very conscious in terms of sharing where I am, what I do, at saka yung mga routines ko. Medyo nakakatakot din kasi minsan, if ever, mabilis na tayo mahanap lately. So people would know if you're in San Juan, in your Makati, or nandito ako ngayon. At least ngayon, medyo secure naman siguro yung place na ngayon. So that's one of the things, at least personally, I stopped actually sharing a lot of personal information to the followers. Second, for my followers as well, mahirap talaga in my experience because as we grow bigger, we've worked with a lot of brands. So like Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Reliance U. And for them to be able to support us as a website, they do require a lot of information from who we actually, sino yung followers namin, sino yung age group nila, sino market sila, nasa saan sila, Pilipinas ba sila. At first, no, it was parang nung mas maliit pa kami, we're not really, okay lang, no? Konti lang kami. But now we've grown very big. Medyo, and then they're demanding now, lalo na lately. I think last few years, before, nagtatanong lang sila eh. Now, brands are very, very forward na parang, pwede bang hingin yung database mo? Pwede ko ba ibigay? Actually yun eh, kasi ngayon mas forward na sila because people now, or companies now, are considering data to be very, very valuable. Kasi sila mismo gumagawa sa kanilang email list. Sila mismo gumagawa ng kanilang mga customer, But for us, ang ginagawa na lang namin lately is, what we do is, at least for our brands that we work with, we process the data na. So we give them statistics. The age group na lang, the locations, pero hindi namin binibigay yung full database of telephone numbers, address. So that's how, hopefully, we're doing it right, no? In terms of protecting the customers that we have, at least in the fitness and running industry. Kasi we do believe as well the brands need at least an idea kung sino ba talaga yung active ngayon. Because sila din naman nagpo-provide ng the right equipment. Without them as well, media or blogs like us cannot actually survive as well. So we're trying to find at least a common ground na hindi rin namin ma-breach yung data privacy, as well as be able to help the brands as well to be able to provide the right products to the right market.
I'm sure mga insurance companies would not
Ang dami. So actually meron. May mga insurance na pwede bang kunin yung, not even insurance lang, pati real estate. Kasi sabi nila, runners, maraming pera yan. I mean, they run every week, they buy the stock. They are their target market. So medyo may lalo pag mga kaibigan mo, para lalo na may mga kaibigan ka rin sa insurance industry or in the real estate industry, baka pwede naman pa-share ng database as much as possible. Talaga, so far I haven't really recalled, I gave up. Parang ang ginagawa lang namin is, if ever, we send out emails to them who would want to opt in as part of the service. But we don't really give the information.
Okay, I have last two questions before we pause for a quick break. And then we will continue with Attorney John pa rin sa data privacy. So siguro, bato ko kay Attorney John, ano nasabi niyo doon sa sinabi niya na ayan, talagang hinihingi yung database? Ano yung reminder natin for people who are asking for the database and for people who will be sharing their database?
Una, for those asking, they need to be reminded na ayun nga, meron na tayong data privacy law kung saan ang isa sa cornerstone ng batas is the concept of consent. Ngayon, kung ako ang nag-subscribe or naging customer or client ng company ni Jeff, halimbawa, nag-consent ako kanya na i-process niya yung personal information ko. Ngayon, let's say, si Jing yung humihingi na pwede bang i-share mo naman sa amin sa interaction yung database nyo kasi useful din yan sa negosyo namin or sa kung ano man ang ginagawa namin. Under our law ngayon, hindi na pwede gawin yan basta-basta. So, yun ang malinaw. Hindi natin sinasabing hindi na pwede i-reuse. Ang sinasabi natin, hindi na yung pwede gawin basta-basta na parang hiraman na huminga. I-share natin din namin kayo yung sa ating to, etc. Ang tinatawag natin dyan is yung concept of data sharing. Kung saan ang isang personal information controller ay i-share niya sa isa pang personal information controller. Kasi yung gagawin ni Jing doon sa information, hindi naman i-dicta ni Jeff. So may sarili siyang agenda. So pareho sila actually personal information control. Kailangan sila ngayon magkaroon ng data sharing agreement. Ngayon, ano yung nilalaman ng data sharing agreement? Isa sa mga subsequent issuances na gagawin ng commission na nakikita namin na napakahalaga. Pero prioritize namin sa government kasi government ang matakaw actually sa personal information. Bakit importante lang kasi ang data sharing agreement? Kasi nga, isa lang ang point out ko for now, in the event of a breach, ma-hack yung database na yun, tapos let's say nag-originate kay Jeff sa company niya, pero yung na-hack yung kay Jim. Pag yung mga tao na maghahabol na sila, sino na yung hahabulin nila? Parang si Jeff ba dahil siya naman yung kausap talaga nila? Or si Jim ba dahil nasa kanya actually yung data na na-hack eh? Etc. The data sharing agreement should be able to provide or to guide the data subject an idea kanino siya dapat maghahabol at sino dapat yung managot. So in that sense, safety din yun in the case of Jeff. Kasi on good faith niya pinahiram yung senior yung pero at secure ang niya, date niya, ang infrastructure niya, pero yung feeling ng vulnerable at sa kanya nangyari yung breach, then dapat si Jim, yung company niya, dapat yung managot. So yun, data sharing yung concept doon, and data sharing agreements yung way forward.
Okay, I'll just give this question to Jim bago tayo mag-pause ng break and then we will continue with the panel. Jim, in addition doon sa sasabihin mo sa sagot sa
Itanong lang ako yung attorney sa yung talking about which, yung nangyari sa Covenant. Is this under investigation under NCL, the National Privacy Commission? So, nasa na tayo sa investigation?
Supposedly, we're just waiting for the commissioner yes, meron na actually preliminary findings yung National Privacy Commission, may submissions na nabinigay ang COMELEC, and the National Privacy Commission will be coming out with its decision/final finding insofar as that particular breach is concerned.
What about false text and false you get on your
yung call, I think tinatanong din yung mga contact, phone calls,
sino mananagot nung wala, like for example, like nasa mall ka, then somebody offered you something, di ba? Yung credit card, usually yung mga credit card companies, hindi ka matagal magkakaroon ng credit card, it's just a database gatherers, di ba? So yun, tapos binibenta nila yung, hindi mo na alam kung saan nanggaling yung data na nakuha nila, then you get all these text messages or cold calls na tawagin yung mga
I think yung movement natin doon, kailangan may data privacy permit na sila bago sila magkaroon.
Well yun, ako admittedly, kasalanan ko din recently na just dahil lang ayoko nang maistorbo, nagiging rin akong biktima ng ganyan na may isang lumapit lang na meron daw pag nag-sign up ko doon na raffle para may free, one night yun sa family, para sa kung anong hotel, etc. Tapos yun, nung ginawa ko yun, tapos nakita ng iba na pumayag ako actually mag-sign up doon sa maliit na piece of paper nila. Maya dinungog na ako ng mga 3 or 4 more na yung pala naghahanap lang sila ng gano'n. And then, ang odd thing doon, hindi pa ako National Privacy Commission doon, is that yung mga papers nila, sabi na nila, sir, pirmahan mo na lang, kukopyahin ko na lang doon sa pinila ko sa kanya yung personal information mo. So in these instances, actually, well, rule number 1, since ikaw ang data subject at wala naman actually pumipilit sa'yo na